Good Sunday morning to you and welcome back to the vlog. It's pretty late in the morning. It's almost noon actually, so it's barely even morning anymore. I slept in for quite some time today and then was just kind of puttering around the house. But now I'm going to get my yoga going on and get out the door, do some errands, and maybe take a nice long walk around the neighborhood just to get a little extra exercise in. But yeah, this week is a pretty big week over at the condo, so I'll be taking you along with me on that, and then hopefully a few fun activities, meeting up with a few friends, but I think it's probably going to be a pretty condo heavy week, so things are really moving there. Anyway, let's get into this yoga and let's get going. Okay, so we're post yoga, and I am not a breakfast eater. I mean, it's not even breakfast time anymore. I'm just not somebody who likes to eat solid food first thing. So what I started doing this year in January was making breakfast smoothies, and I know literally everybody does a breakfast smoothie or like their protein smoothie or their post-workout smoothie. Mine is nothing special, but I will say it has definitely made a huge difference in like my blood sugar levels and how I function in the morning. I used to just drink coffee until about 11 a.m. on weekdays, and then I would hit the office and just crash around 10:30, 11 o'clock. My focus was off, and I'd just go to the snack cabinet and just eat whatever I could, just to get me through until I would then eat lunch at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and that was just like wasn't necessarily terrible, it just wasn't a very mindful way of eating, and I don't want to be like, oh, eat mindfully. I mean, eat mindfully because it's just a good thing to do. In general, you should be aware of what you're putting in your body. But, I mean, I don't think it was the worst thing. It wasn't like, I don't know. Anyway, it just wasn't as healthy as I could be or I wanted to be. And then I did the Whole30 this year, and they require, well, they don't require, but they really strongly recommend that you eat like 3 meals a day, and they really want it to be solid food, but I knew I wouldn't do that, so I got on the smoothie bandwagon, and that didn't really work. I didn't do that very well. I got on the smoothie bandwagon, and it's like been the only thing that I picked up from the Whole30 that has stuck, and it's just really helped me in the mornings, and I don't like reach for crappy food. I have like time and energy to think, and it's also been good because I throw in a couple of different things that I'll show you. So basically it's just, I mean, it's literally just banana, some mango, some strawberries I'm throwing in there. It's nothing revolutionary. And then the spinach. Always throw a good healthy chunk of spinach in there. I mean, if you're just not a morning person or you just can't be bothered to make food in the morning, this is always really easy. And honestly, you can prep it the night before with like just throw the stuff in there, put it in your fridge, and then blend it up first thing in the morning. And it's just much faster than like eggs and toast, and just always makes me feel really nauseous to think about putting heavy food in my system in the morning. I need like several hours before I can like even stomach the idea of solid food. Unless I'm super hungover or it's like brunch time on a weekend and then it's 11:30 and then I've been up for a few hours anyways, because who can get into brunch these days without standing in line forever? So anyway, definitely first world problems. Okay. Handful of spinach, the best almond butter in my opinion, is Justin's almond butter. This is, I think, the other thing that stuck is I like now eat almond butter, which I didn't used to. I'd never touched almond butter before. But you can't have peanuts on the Whole30. So almond butter, and I like it. It adds like a nice flavor. It helps hide the spinach. I don't love spinach in general. So this is nice. It was pretty good. Every so often Justin's will run out and then I'm forced to buy this like store brand. And it's just not as good. I feel really entitled when I say that I want this. It's expensive. It's like $12. It's stupid expensive. But it's the best that I found. Anyway. Alright. So almond butter. And then this is a mix of hemp, chia, and flax, ground flaxseed. And they're all like quote unquote superfood thingies. I don't know. I don't know if I believe them or not, but they are supposed to be good for you. So they go in. I do about a scoop. And it's just an equal parts mix. I saw somebody do that because I'm really just trying to find ways to get more protein in my diet. I don't eat a lot of meat. And so this is really the point for me of this smoothie, is to get some protein into my system in the early part of the day. Because honestly, most of my diet is, I'm probably like 70% vegetarian. And I mean, I don't have any problem eating meat, obviously I eat it. But I do think it's a good idea to try and minimize the amount of meat you eat. One, because you don't need it, and two, because of the practices of a lot of meat production, and three, because of environmental reasons. Those are just my opinions. Take them or leave them. Okay, so then I've got this protein powder. I've been trying a bunch of different kinds. I like the collagen protein powders. Good for your hair, nails, and skin. And also, because I am an active person, it's good to make sure that, especially as you get older, you're like giving your body the nutrients it needs to kind of maintain those joints. As a runner and a hiker, it's really helpful, I think. And I also take biotin. So you're kind of getting two different kinds of, I don't know what they're called, but two different kinds of things that help your body produce what it needs to make sure that your joints are doing well, and that also your hair and your skin is doing well. So there's that. And then this is just an almond coconut blend. I kind of roughly measure it out. Yeah, and that's what goes into my protein smoothie. And then I just blend this up. The NutriBullet is honestly the best thing I've ever purchased in my life. Well, not the best, but it's one of them. And yeah, sorry, this can be loud. Yeah, and it just blends it up. That's my protein smoothie, in case you care. So yeah, gonna get on with things, drink this, get dressed, and get out there. No, it's just enough to let the yachts through. Yeah, and maybe a couple others that might come through. They'll do it for anybody. If you have to get through and your mast is too high to go underneath the bridge, then they lift it up.
It fucking like block the traffic so much if there's like boats every 10 minutes, right?
It can be a little annoying. Sometimes they'll be like, no, you gotta pile up a little bit first, but...
Or like if it happens too much.
Yeah, and they don't do it during certain hours. Like, look how tall that got. Like during rush hour, they won't do it.
Yeah,
there you go, there's a big barge coming through.
They could have made it without the...
Yeah, that one would have made it, but...
fucking sand. Oh.
So pretty.
Sand is so
Well, not the 10. That was what didn't make it through. Little tugboat. Happy Monday, y'all. It is now late into the afternoon, early evening on Monday. Yesterday, I went on a long walk with my friend around Lake Union. We just walked up Westlake into Fremont and then went to the Brooks store for some running shoes that he wanted to look at, and then had some nachos, well, tachos, so tater tot nachos, which is a great idea, but they needed more salsa, just saying. Yeah, so we were just walking around Lake Union yesterday, which is a nice long like 6-7 mile walk around. I think that might be a little long. I think it's like 6-ish miles around, so that was a nice walk. Today I am in the condo. They just delivered the flooring that you can see behind me, and this goes in on Wednesday, so that's exciting. I'm going to show you the floor really quickly. So this was a steal of a deal. The sales guy gave me the wrong price initially, and then the owner honored it without me even putting up so much as like a raised eyebrow. So that was really nice of them. I got this from Floor Deals. Anyway, this is really high quality wood, so it feels just like real wood. It doesn't have like a super like plasticky overcoat, so you feel the texture of the wood, which is lovely. And then it's this beautiful kind of beigey neutral color. I didn't want anything too white because, again, like reflective, but I also didn't want anything too dark. So that's going in on Wednesday, and then it'll run the length up here and in the bedroom. And I think I'm gonna have them put it in the closet. So that's exciting. I don't think I've shown you guys the balconies yet, but these are kind of what sold me on this unit. Let's show you. So it's like a nice little seating area right here. I just got my camping chairs. I'd like to find a table and like a side chair to go there. I haven't really decided. I'm trying to figure out how to maximize space. So over here is going to be balcony garden space. So zucchini, cucumbers, and squash. And then I need to figure out what I want to hang on the side railing, but I'll just have like, hopefully I'll get a bunch of like rail hanging planters for around there. And then over here, kind of opposite the camping chairs, I was thinking maybe a small bench right here, you know, or right there. So I want to have, ideally I would figure out a system so that I could fit 6 people out here, I think, would be the ideal. But I want everybody to be comfortable, and it might not be possible. Good morning and welcome back to the condo. It is Wednesday, the 14th of April, and the floors are going in today, so I'm just kind of trying to work a little bit while I wait for the contractor to come in, and then we're going to figure out which direction we want the floorboards to go. There are a few pieces of the previous floor that I could not remove to save my life, so hopefully that won't cost me too much extra to have them remove, but yeah, floors going today. It's exciting. Guys have left, and it is looking spectacular in here. So let me flip you around and show you. All right, and here we are. Look at how nice these are. Yeah. Obviously I have some extra flooring that I need to put into my storage. But these look so good. Just like a nice medium amount of color variation. Yeah. I had them intentionally angle this, and now that I see it this way, I sort of wish that I had gone for the squared off, but eventually I'm going to tile the kitchen, and I will probably just have them fix it then. So no harm, no foul in the long run. And then here we are in the bedroom. So in case you're wondering, this is a floating floor because of the concrete underneath it. They can't staple it into anything. So the tape is there to help keep it in place while the glue is drying and it's sort of settling. And here we are. It's so nice. I cannot wait to see it painted. The doors are not going to go back on. It's just going to be a little bit before I get new closet doors because I didn't like the mirrored ones. And we decided not to put them on the utility closet either. So yeah. All right, so that is the floors done. And then the next step is going to be to get all of this dust out of here because there's a lot of it. And then wipe down the walls and prep them for painting. So I'm hoping to have all the prep work done this weekend. And then I'm either going to sort of do the edge work myself and paint the following weekend with a bunch of friends, or I'm going to see how much I can accomplish during the weekdays on my own, getting all this done. Yeah, I'm excited. Cannot wait to see it with all the painting done. And I did decide in the living room to go with a brighter white because I just think that is just a little too creamy for my taste. It's just not as bright as I would like it to be. So I think we're gonna go for a whiter white. I need to pick up a sample of that. Anyway, now I have to get myself back to my regular apartment and accomplish some actual work today because I've been taking a lot of time off to get this condo ready. Not that anybody minds, but yeah, I have a day job and I have to do it. See you later. Outfit of the day. Happy Friday. Everlane denim jacket. This t-shirt is like super old and from Urban Outfitters. It's a watercolor print. It's a collaboration they did with Masha Dions, who is a great artist. The skirt is from And Other Stories, and then my trusty kids preferred two Chuck Taylors. I know it's sacrilege, but I just think they're so much more comfortable. I love the look of Chuck Taylors, but they just don't fit my feet well. Anyway, it was a pretty quiet week other than putting the floors in. I went to a friend's house last night for dinner and had some people over on Wednesday to watch the Great British Baking Show, which is a tradition that we've been doing during quarantine. I love that show. Yeah, I'm just gonna head downtown today, this afternoon, just to see if Cost Plus has anything I'm interested in picking up for the new place. Specifically, would love to get some balcony furniture so that I have something to enjoy all that space with. And maybe grabbing a beer with a friend. We'll see what happens. These are so cute. I don't know what kind of style I want to go for though. It's like hard to decide. These chairs are surprisingly comfortable and they're really inexpensive. And the small footprint makes them pretty ideal for my space. At some point I want to replace my couch with a sectional, and I think a multi-level coffee table would be really nice for like an L-shaped sectional space.
Hey folks. I just spent all of Saturday in the sunshine, just really enjoying like 80 something degree weather here in Seattle. Now I'm walking home. I forgot my wallet, which meant that I didn't get to go to the store to buy the things I needed for the condo. So instead, my friend and I just sat in a park and drank too many beers. I've had a little more beer than I probably should. But yeah, now I'm just deciding to walk home since I don't have my bus pass, which is a lovely evening. And I don't know what this trail is called. It's not the Burke-Gilman. There's a lot of different, sorry, it's also really uneven. There's a lot of different paths in Seattle that are great for like biking and running. Here's one of them. It's pretty nice. Anyway, I'll give you a little footage along the way home, but I think I'm gonna leave the vlog here. Maybe not the most exciting one, but things to look forward to. Tomorrow I'm going to go back to the condo and start doing the actual paint prep. This week is paint, and then I think it's a move. So we're getting there. It's taken every ounce of strength I have to not buy things for the condo. I think I just really need to get in there and live and see what it's like, what it feels like. I think my style is also in transition. So it's kind of like, what do I buy? What feels right? I think it's a bit of a transition in style, but also each space requires something different. So I think that living in the space is needed before I start buying things. Anyway, I'm feeling self-conscious for taping, but I'll talk to you later.